Good evening, everyone. Here we are once again to the grand finale at Beat Me If You Can quiz competition, an initiative by Sports Village. We welcome all the champions at this grand finale of the topic Food and Beverages logo. At Sports Village, we have a vision to make 100 million kids play, and Beat Me If You Can is an initiative in that direction where we want to engage and challenge kids through different interactive quiz competitions. We believe every child should be given the opportunity to show that they excel at something. Yes, every child has a favorite subject. Unfortunately, they rarely get a chance to display their expertise in their subjects. With Beat Me If You Can, Sports Village offers a platform to every child who thinks they are the master in their favorite subjects. Moreover, Beat Me If You Can quiz competition is an interesting way for children to learn to prepare, test, and perform under pressure through their favorite subjects. Today, alongside me, we have our quiz master, Mr. Tarun Jain, our scorer, Mr. Devang Bhatt. So, without taking any further time, I would like to pass on the proceedings to the person who is best suited for that. Quiz master Tarun Jain, over to you, please.
Hello. Hey, thank you very much, Nihit, for this lovely introduction. And good evening, everyone, and welcome to the final leg of the finale of the very first edition of Beat Me If You Can. We already have covered 4 topics, and we have had some heart-throbbing quizzing by our finalists in the previous 4 topics. And now here we gather to conclude with our final topic, which is going to be food and beverages and logos. These finalists are up against each other to compete for the title of being the national champion in this particular category. They have proven their caliber in 2 previous online rounds, and by proving it for one final time, they get a chance to win Amazon vouchers of rupees 5,000. The topic for now is one of my personal favorites, and I think something which will all of us will find relatable since we see these brands in day-to-day lives of ours. I'm not going to take too much of time. I'm just going to let's just meet our finalists straight away. Our first finalist is Dhairyam. Dhairyam is from Ahmedabad. Dhairyam, small little introduction about you.
Hello everyone. I am Dhairyam. I am from Ahmedabad, Udgam School for Children. I study in 7th standard, and that's
That's it. Nice, sweet, crisp. Dhairyam is our first participant. Second one is Reyansh. Reyansh is from Bangalore. Reyansh, you have something to say for us?
Hi, my name is Ryansh and I'm 7 years old. I study in second grade. That's
You are
it.
7 years old,
Yes.
and you were our top contestant from online rounds. I think you've got tough competition now from the rest of the contestants. Number 3 is Samhita. Samhita is again from Bangalore. Samhita,
Hi, my name is Samhita. I'm 12 years old. I study at Greenwood High International, and yes, pretty much it.
yeah, thanks, Samhita. Just one small little thing: food, beverages, logos. I always feel I always have this question: how do you prepare for a topic like this? You just know about it, but is there any special preparation which any one of you did after your qualification for the final round? Yeah, Samhita. One.
Um, so I really enjoy eating food, and to be honest, it's like a treat. It's like you have to visualize what you do. So what I did was I looked at all the logos, and whichever have the names in them, I removed the names, and I thought what could replace them. So
Okay.
visualizing what exactly means the logo, then if you keep that in mind, you can you can like get the logo in an instant.
You are very, very well prepared for this one. I can tell you. Any Reyansh, what about you?
I do quizzes every time
Okay.
and I like eating food a lot.
Yeah. Eating food a lot has some benefits uh, of reaching the final of Beat Me If You Can. Yes, Hariam, what was your take?
sir. For the preparation, I went through Google, did quizzes on Google's, and searched the names of logos and watched their logos and then tried it myself that do I remember this or not.
I sense these finalists are really well prepared. They have spent a lot of time and energy and effort after the qualification. They must do a lot better job than their online rounds. For our viewers, just one piece of information. We had 4 finalists for this particular round. The 4th finalist was Yashika. Unfortunately, she is not going to be a part of the quiz for some family emergency. So we will proceed with our 3 contestants. The rules which we are going to see on the screen will mention 4 participants, but we will have it curtailed to just 3 contestants. All 3 contestants are ready. Let's move to our first round. Moderator, can we have the screen, please? All right, everyone. This is our first round. First round is called warm up. Warm up. Ideally, we have questions slightly easier than the rest of the forthcoming rounds. Just a way to get into the mode of quizzing. In this round, we are going to ask 2 direct questions from each participant, one after the other. For a direct correct answer, the participant gets 100 points. If the answer is not given correctly, the question passes to the second one in the order. The order which we have maintained is C1, C2, and C3. So for the first pass on, the participant gets 75 points if it's given correctly. Otherwise, it goes to the third one for 50 points. Since there is no 4th participant, there is not going to be 30 points bonus question. The rules are simple, clear for everyone. Important thing to note, no negative marking, so just go for it. All set? So our first question, this is going to be our first contestant, Dhairyam. Here we go. Which flavor of paperboard has been edited and shown here? You're going to see an image on the screen. So what is the flavor of paperboard which has been edited and shown here?
Sir, jeera flavor.
Jeera, unfortunately, is not the correct answer. Jeera is not the answer I was looking for. The question now passes to our second contestant, Riyansh.
Yes.
Riyansh, what's your answer for 75 points?
Buttermilk.
Buttermilk is also not the correct answer. Now question passes to our third contestant, Samhita. Samhita,
The
what's your...
almond.
Sorry?
Almond.
Almond is also not the correct answer. We did not get any participant getting any points on our first question of this quiz. Anyone wants to take a wild guess? One more, without any points.
So is it pasta?
This is Thandai. This is Thandai we have shown here, and that's what could have fetched you points. Not a great start to this particular quiz, but we have lots and lots of questions for all of you. Riyansh, your first direct question, and this one is again has got a logo. This is the logo used previously by everyone's favorite ice cream brand. What
Mm.
brand are we talking about? This logo was used previously by a favorite ice cream brand of everyone. Which brand is this?
Um,
Jan, any answer from your side? You can take a wild guess as well. There is no negative marking.
mm,
Okay, question passes. Question passes to Samhita. Samhita, what's your answer?
So natural.
Naturals is the correct answer. 75 points for Samhita. She has made up for the question. She has got 75 points as bonus and has got 1 direct question up in her kitty. Samhita, you have got a strong opportunity to take a big lead in this particular round. Neither of the two questions were answered directly, and we move to our third question of this round. This is going to be a 100-pointer for Samhita. This ice cream brand introduced the international heart logo in order to maintain one common visual identity across the globe.
So can you repeat the question?
I will repeat the question. It's going to be on your screen. This ice cream brand introduced the international heart logo in order to maintain one visual identity across the globe.
This is Baskin Robbins.
Baskin Robbins is not the correct answer. Three questions, none of them have been answered directly by anyone, but that means our next contestant, Dharyam, has got a chance to get 75 points.
Yes, sir.
Dharyam, what's your take?
Sir, Del Monte.
Not the correct answer. Del Monte is not the answer I wanted. Yansh, what's it correct? Answer is quality walls. The answer is quality walls. Everyone knows it and everyone loves this ice cream. None of these contestants knew the answer. This blue heart logo, as they say, epitomizes warmth, togetherness, and happiness. With this, we complete the first half of our first round. We are going to have a look at the scoreboard. This is the first of its kind of scoreboard which we are watching after the end of the first half. None of the contestants could answer a direct question, and that means all the contestants are within each other's range. Samhita is leading by 75 points, but Harem and Riyansh are yet to open their accounts. We now move to our second half. I'm sure there are going to be many more points in this one. So, Harem, your direct question is the 31 in this brand's logo stands for their belief that their guests should have the opportunity to explore a fun, new ice cream flavor every day of the month. Which brand are we talking about?
Sir, Baskin Robbins.
Baskin Robbins is the correct answer. We have our first correct answer in this particular round, and Reyansh and Theriam, my bad, is back with a bang. Theriam, you scored 100 points, and you are now in the lead by just 25 points. But Samhita still has one direct question up in her kitty. This is going to be a direct question for Reyansh. Reyansh, you will get a logo and image on the screen, so have a look at that as well. Just tell me which flavor of Lay's comes in a blue packet. I am 100% sure each one of us has had this multiple times, and we all recognize this by the color. But what we want is the name of this flavor.
Chili.
Chili is not the correct answer, Riyan. Chili is not the correct answer. The question now passes to Samhita. Samhita,
Extra masala.
the question passes. Question now passes to Dharyam. Dharyam, your chance.
India's Magic Masala.
India's smashing masala is the correct answer. Dhairyam now scored 50 points and is just making up for the one question which he was not able to answer. India's magic masala is what I was looking for. And this gave Dhairyam 50 more points, making the scoreboard look really, really interesting. Samhita, this is your opportunity to get back into the lead. Next question for you. Which one of the following is not a PepsiCo brand? We are going to get options on it. One of the following is not a PepsiCo.
It's Aquafina.
Samhita, the question passes. Aquafina is not the correct answer. Question now passes. The good part about this question as a passed on is that you will have limited options to choose from. So Samhita doesn't give this a correct answer. The question now passes to Heriam. Heriam, for
Sir, sweepers.
is that a guess? I see a smile on your face. You know this is the correct answer. This is the correct answer. Schweppes is the answer I was looking for. 75 more points to Heriam. This ends our first round of the finale of this topic. Let's have a look at the scoreboard. Dharam has taken very, very strong lead of 225 points. Samhita, she got one bonus question correct, but could not answer her other direct questions. She's on 75. Riyansh is yet to open his account, but we have seen multiple times this margin disappearing very quickly, especially in next round when there are going to be 6 questions and all will be open for all of you. Before we move to our next round, let's go for a small little break that you can get your breather. We'll meet after this break. Welcome back, everyone. The scoreboard is just the same as we left it before this break. Dhairyam on 225, Samhita 75, Priyansh still on 0. We move to our next round. The next round is called Hit the Buzzer. This round is not just about your knowledge, but about your speed as well. As the round says, in this round, you will have to press the buzzer if you know an answer. There are going to be 6. Let's have a look at the rules and the format of the round. I'm going to ask 6 questions. Each of the question is going to be open for everyone. Whenever I go for a question, whoever knows the answer presses the buzzer. In this round, pressing the buzzer means typing your contestant code in the chat box. Whoever presses the buzzer first gets a chance to answer this question directly. For a correct answer, that contestant gets 100 points. For incorrect, minus 50. In case of an incorrect answer, the question then passes to the next one in the same order, but the points will be 50 for a correct answer and minus 25 for the wrong one. The question will keep passing till everyone gets an opportunity. Important thing to note, the buzzer is applicable only for the direct question. In case of pass on, the buzzer plays no role. Only your sequence matters. I hope the rules and point system is clear to everyone. 6 questions, 100 points each. potentially any contestant can win 600 points in this round. Let's see where it goes. I'm going to be asking the very first question of Hit the Buzzer. More than 100 years old, this brand is best known for its breakfast cereals and other breakfast foods, although it also produces snacks, mixes, and drinks.
Samhita has gone for it.
Samita, what's your answer?
Kellogg's.
Kellogg's is not the correct answer, Samita. We were about to show you an image on the screen, and that's where it can prove out to be a little bit of a gamble going with the buzzer so quickly. There is a logo on the screen to give you some kind of a hint. I had done with said the whole of the question. I'll repeat the whole question for our next contestant. More than 100 years ago, this brand is best known for its breakfast cereals and other breakfast foods, although it also produces snacks, mixes, and drinks. And the logo is there on your screen. So Dhairyam gets an opportunity for plus 50 and minus 25. What's your answer, Dhairyam?
Sir, I don't know this.
Okay, fair enough. Dhairyam is not taking a risk of losing 25 points. The question now passes to Reyansh for 50 points if he gets it correctly. Reyansh, are you going for it?
But I don't know.
Reyansh doesn't know. Nobody has answered this correctly.
Um,
Amita, I think you know the answer after seeing the image, and this is
Quaker.
This is Quaker. Quaker, indeed it is. Maybe if you had waited a little bit, few more seconds, you would have got this correctly. Nevertheless, there are 5 more opportunities to answer in this particular round. Okay. There is going to be an image which you are going to see on the screen. Just tell me which brand does it represent.
C to Reyansh has gone for the buzzer.
Yash, what's the answer?
Kisan.
Kisan is the correct answer. Kisan is indeed the correct answer. I think those S in between were good enough to give a hint to Reyansh. And Kisan, with Kisan, he gets his account opened. 100 points for Reyansh. And now he's back in the game. Question number 3 of Hit the Buzzer. This is a this is a slightly longish question, so listen to it carefully. But if you know the answer, you have the option of pressing the buzzer at any moment. This confectionery company was founded almost 100 years ago.
Samhita has gone for it.
Samita, what's your answer?
Haribo.
I think this does deserve a round of applause, Samita, with just one liner. I had lots and lots of information for this question, but all she needed was confectionery and 100 years ago, and she gave the correct answer. Haribo is the answer I was looking for. I'll read out the question for the rest of the people, and in fact, it's on your screen. This company was founded by a German man named Johannes Hans Riegel, who came up with the concept of gummy bear candy and in 1922 turned this concept into a reality. Samita, great job with this answer. You get 100 points. And now we are going to move to our next question. There is going to be a logo with this one. If you have a look at the mountain of this famous brand's logo, has somebody gone for it?
Sorry, Therium went for it first before Samhita.
Ariam, what's your answer?
Toblerone.
Toblerone is the correct answer. I think this was a relatively easy one. It was more a matter of who presses the buzzer first. Everyone knew it, and everyone would know the answer instantly once he or she sees the image on the screen. Hariam was really quick on this one. He gets 100 points for Toblerone. All right, this is a small question, so be very alert on this one. A logo is going to come on the screen. Which brand's logo is this? Which brand's coffee brand, quite obviously, is this logo I see everyone is just taking its time. Nobody is sure about. Nobody wants to risk 50 points. Which coffee brand's logo is this one? So we see no one is going for that, and the correct answer is Gloria Jeans. Gloria Jeans is the brand which I was looking for. Nobody gets any points, but importantly, nobody loses any points either. The last option, the last question of this round. Again, you will have something to see on your screen. Created in 1965, which energy drink has a look?
C3, Samita went for it.
What's your answer?
Gatorade.
Gatorade is the correct answer. Samita has been really quick on the buzzers in this particular round, gets 100 more points, and it is going to be an interesting. Riyansh, I know you knew the answer, but just were not quick enough on this one. Gatorade gets Samita 100 points, and let's have a look at the scoreboard. Dhairyam maintains his lead at 325 points now. Samhita has closed up the gap a little bit. She now stands at 225 points, and Riyansh is slowly but steadily chasing both of them and behind them at 100 points. I can tell you, this is not much of a difference uh, at the end of round two, considering how many opportunities individual contestant gets in round three. In fact, it's interesting to see it was pretty much even Stevens in round two. Two contestants got 100 points and one of them got 150, which is Samhita. For round three, which is called Catch Them All, we are going to see everyone on other side of this small little break. See you guys then. All right. After a month-long journey, this is where it stands at. Round number three of our final topic, we already have identified four champions in four topics. One of these three contestants is going to become the fifth national champion. Let's go to our round number three and listen to the rules carefully because this is a little bit of detailed. This has a point system. Round three is called catch and all. In this round, again, I'm going to give two direct questions to each of the contestants. However, uh, before I ask a direct question to any contestant, I'm going to ask for one choice, either with options or without options. If the contestant chooses without options, the question becomes a 200 pointer. That means on giving the correct answer, you get 200 points. On giving an incorrect answer, the question then passes to contestant number two for 100 points. If not given correctly, it passes to contestant number three for 2 points. Since we don't have contestant number four, that's where the chain ends. 200, 100, and 50. In case contestant number one chooses with options, taking a slightly easier route, the question becomes a 100 pointer. For correct answer, you get 100. And if given incorrectly, the question then passes to only one contestant. This is important note. The question then will pass to only one contestant for 50 points. So 200, 100, 50, 100, and 50. That's going to be the rules and points of this particular round. In the event of a tie, of course, we've got a tiebreaker as well, but we will go through that in case the situation comes. There is no negative marking. I will keep repeating this thing because that's going to help you guys even take a wild guess and get some valuable points. Are we all set?
Yes.
One final time in Beat Me If You Can finale, very first edition. This is going to be Therium's first direct question. Therium, your direct question is it going to be with or without the options?
Sir, with
With options. Therium is going to go with options for 100 points. Founded in Columbus in 1969, this fast food chain offers hamburgers internationally. The logo of this famous chain features an image of a little freckled face girl. Options are TGI Fridays, Wendy's, Burger King, What a Burger. I see a big smile on face of each of our contestants, but this is a direct question for Dhairyam. Dhairyam, what is going to be your answer?
Sir Wendy's.
Wendy's is the correct answer. Wendy's is the correct answer. Quite obviously, each of the other contestants knew this answer, but Dhairyam got 100 points for his correct answer. Wendy's is what I was looking for. All right. Scoreboard, please. Let's have a scoreboard after every question so that the next contestant can make a very informed decision. There we are, 200 points separating Therium and Samita. Samita, of course, now has two options, either equalize to Therium in this question itself or play a little bit safe and try to get 100 points in this one. Samita, what is going to be your choice?
I'm going to go without options.
Without options, she chooses. So if you get this correctly, you get on top of the scoreboard. So without options, this is your question. This chocolate brand was founded by a Belgian man named Charles Neuers as many as 135 years ago in 1883, and since then has passed many hands. At one point, it belonged to the coffee brands Jacob, then Kraft General Foods, and finally Mondelez International.
Can you please repeat the question? I'm unable to see it on my screen.
Yes, yes. And you do have a clue on your screen as well. This chocolate brand was founded by a Belgian man named Charles Niehaus some 135 years ago, and it has changed the ownership first from Jacobs, then General Foods, and now Mondelez.
I don't know.
Samhita does not know this question. It's not an easy one, I think, especially without the option. This is a rather trickier question. We are going to pass on this question now to Reyansh.
Um, I don't know.
Question now passes to Dhairyam,
Sir, I also don't know.
and Dhairyam does not know the answer. Can we have the options first, and let's see if options would have made the life easier for our contestants? Samhita, does this give some kind of a hint, or anyone for that matter?
Is it Kodor?
Kodor is the correct answer. This is what I was looking for. You went for a higher risky option, which is 200 points. Sometimes it comes, sometimes it does not. But we still have a few more questions to go. You will have to be dependent on some pass-on questions to be able to close gap with Dhairyam. Next question is going to be a direct question for Riyansh. Riyansh, what is your choice? And
Options.
definite. Can we have a look at the scoreboard first, please? So Riyansh, you've got 325 points to cover. You've got two direct questions in your hands. What's going to be a choice?
With options.
With options. So with options will take you to 200 points. You will be 225 behind the top scorer at this moment. So with options, a question for Riyansh. Again, a little long question. Just listen to it carefully. In 2016, Nestle announced to give up their most iconic and recognized brand properties to support the cause of educating the girl child. For which of its this brands was the tagline changed to "It all starts with education"? The logo of the brand comprises of a simple word mark, and your options are on your screen. It's Milo, Kit Kat, Maggie, or Nescafe.
Nescafe.
Nescafe is the correct answer. 100 points for Riyansh. Riyansh closes the gap a little bit, but she still needs many more points to win this quiz. Nescafe is what I was looking for. That gives Riyansh 100 points. Now we are left with just 3 questions. And as has been the case in all other previous topics, this is the most pivotal stage of this quiz. Potentially and mathematically, we can have other contestants can win, but Dhairyam has got a handy lead of 200 points. Dhairyam, you have got an important decision to make, either to go for without options and take a big risk and just eliminate everyone out of the game, or go for a slightly safer option. Which one is going?
I will go with options.
With options, a smart choice. With options, you have a lead of 200 points. If you get it correctly, it will become a lead of 300 points. So Dhairyam, your question with options is, there are countless different chewing gum types available under the Wrigley brand. Do you know the name of this particular one? You're going to have a logo on the screen just in a while. Which chewing gum of Wrigley is this one? And your options: Juicy Fruit, Dentine, Double Bubble, Orbit.
So double bubble.
Riyansh, this is not the correct answer. So you don't get any points for this one. But since you have chosen options, the question will pass on to only the next contestant, that is Samhita. But Samhita, a very, very important moment for you. And if you get this correctly, you get 50 points and you get an opportunity to uh, to make more points and win this quiz. What's your answer?
So juicy fruit.
Juicy fruit is the correct answer. 50 points to Samhita. And I think this may be just 50 points, but we are going to have a look at the scoreboard and see how important these 50 points could turn out to be for Samhita. She had, she was, can we have a look at the scoreboard, please? The lead of Dhairyam is now of 150 points. What this means is, in case Samhita had not got this one, she would have been needed to go get 200 points and would have equalized. Now with these 50 points, if she gets a 200 pointer, she can win the quiz from here itself. So Samhita, what is going to be your choice?
I'm going to go without options.
Obviously, without options for 200 points. And if you get this correctly, you will take the lead from Dhairyam. It's a not too long question. Which brand that you associate with ketchup mentions the year 1869 in its logo? Which
Which year? Okay.
Which brand that you associate with ketchup mentions the year 1869?
Heinz.
Samita gets 200 points. Samita, it's absolutely correct. And that just changes the whole equation of the scoreboard. We have one more question. So the quiz is not over yet. The quiz is not over yet, but Samhita takes a very important lead in this particular round with this question. We will now have a look at the scoreboard. We have got just one question left, and this could also potentially change the picture of the game. All depends on Reyansh. So Samhita now has a healthy 50 points lead. The direct question is left only for Reyansh. Depending on which choice Reyansh takes, the question will either be passed to Dhairyam only or Dhairyam and Samhita. Reyansh, what is going to be your choice?
I'm going for with options.
With options. Remember, you are deciding on the fate of other contestants. Can we have a look at the scoreboard once again, please? So Reyansh is going with options. So Reyansh has decided to go with option. If Reyansh gets this, Samhita is the winner. If Reyansh does not get this, that means Dhairyam gets an opportunity to score 50 points. And if he gets 50 points, that means we will have our first tiebreaker of this edition. So Reyansh, as I said, you determine the destiny of two other contestants. However, you would not want to give away this question or these points. All right, last question of ours in this quiz. Direct question for you. Which famous brand's logo features a bearded man named Colonel Sanders? Which,
KFC.
Reyansh, you have an options, but you went for the answer. What's your answer?
KFC.
KFC is the correct answer. Reyansh had gone for the options, but he didn't need the options. 100 point for Reyansh. What does that mean? That means Samhita has won that contest. Samhita, many, many congratulations for winning the final round, the final topic of Beat Me If You Can, very first edition. And hard luck for Dhairyam, who was leading his way throughout his quiz, but just at the very final moment, Samhita scored that 200 pointer, and Reyansh didn't give that opportunity to Dhairyam to equalize. So what could have been a first tiebreaker of our very first edition is now not going to happen because Samhita has won it by a thin margin of 50 points. Samhita, many, many congratulations to you. In fact, many, many congratulations to all our participants. You have displayed a very exciting quiz, and this is for all of you. And Samhita, your prize money, your prize vouchers are going to get delivered to you very soon. Enjoy and have a great evening, all of you.
Thank you.